My wife texted me, "I want a divorce, let's just do 50-50 and be adults about it." I wrote back, "Absolutely." Then I spent 4 months doing exactly what she told me to do, and now she says I set her up. We were together 8 years, married 6. I'm 39, a paramedic on a 24/48 schedule, which means I'm gone a full day at a time. That turns out to matter. Before I met Delphine, I'd bought 2 duplexes with money from my father's estate and done the work on them myself on my off days for 11 years. 4 rental units, and it's most of what I have. Delphine worked front desk at a dental office 3 days a week. She never wanted more, and I never pushed her. Her text came in on a Tuesday while I was restocking the rig after a call. "I want a divorce. Let's just do 50-50 and be adults about it." No conversation, no lead up, a transaction. I stood in the bay for about a minute and then I typed one word, "Absolutely." She expected me to call. I know because she called 9 minutes later and I let it go. Here's what she was actually asking for. 6 years of marriage, an income gap, and 4 rental units she decided were ours because we'd been married while they cash flowed. Half the equity plus support, around $300,000 of a thing she never touched. When I got home, she had that pleasant, settled look on her face. "I'm really glad you're being mature about this." I told her I was, completely. I just had one issue with timing. I said the department was in a contract negotiation and a promotional cycle for lieutenant, and if I made it, the pay bump would raise the numbers for both of us. I asked for 4 months. She actually smiled. More money meant a bigger half. Then I said filing before the end of the year would wreck us both on taxes with the rental income, and that waiting until after April made it cleaner. She agreed to all of it in about 90 seconds. That was on a Tuesday. I met with an attorney that Friday. Here's the thing about being gone 24 hours at a stretch. You get an accurate picture of your own household, because when you come home you notice what moved. For about 2 years I'd been noticing things and telling myself I was tired, so I stopped telling myself that and started writing it down. My attorney brought in a forensic accountant, and I gave her 7 years of statements and every rental record I had. What came back took 10 weeks and was worse than I'd imagined. There was a storage unit in a town 40 minutes north that had been paid out of our joint account since 2023, $91 a month. I have never in my life been to that town. There was a second lease, an apartment, her name, and a man's name I didn't recognize, going back 19 months at $1,100 a month, paid from an account at a credit union I didn't know existed, and funded by cash withdrawals from ours. Almost $60,000 of marital money out the door over 2 years. And the part that mattered legally, I had 11 years of receipts, permits, and bank records showing I bought and rehabbed those duplexes with inherited funds before I met her. Never commingled, never refinanced into a joint name. She'd never asked how I paid for them. She just assumed. The 4 months went by and I was pleasant the whole time. I did her breaks in March. She told her sister I was handling it beautifully. I filed the second week of April. She read the petition at the kitchen table and I watched her get to page 4, where it lays out dissipation of marital assets with the account numbers. She said, "What is this?" I said it's the apartment on Whitlock. Her face did something I'd never seen it do. She said I'd been spying on her. I told her I'd requested our joint account records, which any account holder can do, and everything in that petition came from statements with both our names on them. Then she said the thing I'll be repeating for the rest of my life. "You said 4 months." I said, "You said 50-50. I just went and found out what 50 was. She hired an attorney who spent 2 months arguing the duplexes had become marital because I'd used rent money for groceries. The tracing was clean. It didn't work. The judge did not enjoy the $60,000. That number came back off her side of the ledger before anything got divided. Final numbers. The duplexes stayed mine. She got half of a joint savings account drained by her own withdrawals. About $9,000. No spousal support. She's been calling my mother. She's been telling people I trapped her. I did exactly one thing. I said absolutely, and then I waited 4 months, and I let her keep doing what she'd already been doing for 2 years. She wanted an even split. That's what a court gave her.